I am alive and it's good to be alive, and oh yeah, Riven Showcase episode 2. You guys responded really well to the last episode. Actually, I was pretty surprised. You guys really seemed to enjoy it. That was awesome. So we're checking out some more Rivens today. I spent a lot of time playing Warframe last night, polarizing a lot of weapons, making sure I have completed builds with their Rivens, so that you guys get the coolest, bestest, freaking most detailed effect. I'm not sure where I was going with it. I just woke up, you guys. But yeah, so the first Riven we are checking out is for the Attica. I actually had an older Attica Riven a while back, and then I tossed it because it wasn't that great, and my wife has a way better Attica Riven. So then when I got this second Attica Riven, I was like, oh great, another one. Didn't even bother to look at it. Turns out it's pretty fucking cool. So it has increased magazine capacity of 52.3%, increased critical chance of 162%, and increased status chance of 93%. That is overall a nice Riven. I would have preferred some damage or multi-shot, but it's still not fucking bad. Actually, the increased magazine capacity is pretty nice because it's not the fastest reloading weapon, if I'm being honest. It does have high crits, so the increased critical chance is welcomed. And the increased status chance gets it up to 56% with some of these other mods, so way better than it would normally be. And on top of that, I have put corrosive on this thing because I basically just wanted it to be a Grineer killer since it already does puncture, so let's see how well this bad boy does. So as you can see here, it doesn't hit very hard against a level 100 Bombard, though we should probably give it the benefit of a doubt. Level 100 Bombard's pretty high, but with an entire clip of 30 arrows, I was able to kill the Bombard. And that's level 100. I don't think that's bad at all. I spawned a couple regular soldiers just so we can try it out. Still level 100 though. Let's just see how much better it does. Oh wow. It's not bad. It's, you know, this isn't like, oh my god, this is like one of the best guns I own or anything. But I think it's fun. I've enjoyed using this Riven. I think it makes the gun worthwhile. Still not the best like endgame gun, but you know what? It can more than carry itself now. That's pretty cool. Oh wow, that guy got super dead. He is super dead now. Yeah, he is super dead. That's not bad. I enjoy it. And next up we have a Fauna Riven. Yeah, baby. This has 155% increased damage, 67% status duration, plus 31.7% damage to corpus, but a slower reload speed. I'm perfectly okay with the slower reload speed because when I can shoot the gun, it hits really fucking hard. And increased damage to corpus, what more could you ask for? This gun already does impact damage primarily, which makes it really good against energy shields. Alright, so got some level 100 elite crewmen here, just so we can... Oh, the horror! Insta-kill! Oh man, that's beautiful. Look at those damage numbers. What a gorgeous Riven. Pew-pew! Oh shit. Something jumped up and bit me. Caught that right in his ass. And if I get headshots with this thing, oh, forget about it. What are you doing here? Well, we can see how this thing does against armored targets. Oh shit, still not bad at all. Wow. I don't even have any status effects on this thing. The only downside is that with this build, the secondary fire, which is the close range shotgun mode, does seem to suffer a good bit, but man, it's hard to care when the primary fire is so devastating. Let's see how the secondary fire does with this build against Grineer. Yes, that is where the weapon is going to fall short. As you can see here, still dealing a okay-ish amount of damage, but it's definitely not what you're going to want to use, that's for sure. Try the primary fire. Oh man, as long as I can get a headshot, it'd do just fine against the Grineer, actually. Man, the Fauna is such a cool gun, too. Very excited because this was the first Riven I ever... Oh, bye. This was the first Riven I ever got for a weapon I was actually super... Oh, shit, interested in. Ho! Up, ha! Peace, bitch! Next, we are checking out an Opticore Riven because the Opticore got another buff. I know, but I'm only going to make so many Opticore videos. So this Riven's got, oh god, I should have worn my glasses today, friends. 87% toxin damage, 87% electricity, and 74% multi-shot. I'll be honest, those stats are slightly disappointing, given that the weapon has almost full Riven disposition, meaning it can achieve like the highest, almost the highest Riven stats. So it's a bit of a bummer, but is it good? I think that's what we all want to know. Well, I don't think it's going to be too effective against a Bombard, but we can try here. Level 100. Unless it procs the corrosive and then... Oh, well, shoots really slow. I do have a missing mod slot on this thing though, but oh wow, actually like 3 to 4 shots, and then if you had a speed trigger on here, and a shred combined with that, oh man, this is a super fun Riven though. I love getting Rivens for the guns that I always thought were cool and enjoyed, but everybody else thought was shit, because then when they buff the guns, your Riven becomes, like, amazing. Alright, so I spawned some Elite Crewmen and Elite Lancers. Oh shit, they fight each other. That's so cool. Wow, so as you can see here, no trouble killing the Grineer whatsoever, and the Corpus obviously don't have much else going for them, except for those shitty energy shields. Wow. Oh, okay, I guess sometimes somebody will survive from it. Still, one-shotting level 100 Elite Grineer is not bad at all. I've been enjoying it. Still very debatable as to whether or not it's better with than the Ferox, but I mean, I'm having a pretty fun time with it. All right, next up we've got a Sybaris Prime Riven. Well, just a Sybaris Riven, really. It has 96.6% increased critical damage and 115% increased impact damage, which is kind of nice. I do and I don't like this Riven. My reasoning being, one of the great things about the Sybaris Prime was that it deals all 3 damage types, slash, puncture, and impact evenly, so this kind of turns it into a primarily impact-based weapon, which I don't know if I like it or not. This is an effective Riven, I'll show you here in a sec, but keep in mind, impact damage is not nearly as effective against armored enemies, so naturally, as you know I love it so much, I've put corrosive on this weapon to counteract that so that it's still effective against Grineer. So I spawned the same old 5 and 5. Let's see how this thing does. So against Grineer, it's not great. Takes a couple shots. I mean, it's still pretty quick. It's accurate, decent rate of fire. You know, it's not hard to kill them. And it does fairly well against the Corpus too, though they don't seem too difficult to kill, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I've I've rolled this Sybaris Riven like 9 or 10 times, something like that, and it's just I cannot manage to get a better roll. I can't get multi-shot. I can't get crit chance or anything like that. I've tried so very hard, and it's not in the cards for me. However, what is nice about this Riven dealing impact is that I have a build specifically for killing Corpus. Oh boy. So I'm feeling pretty confident about this anti-Corpus Sybaris build, so we're just going to spawn him at level 135 because fuck them, what are they going to do, right? And as you can see, not bad. It's now as effective against them as it was against the level 100 Grineer. So, pretty good. I like the Sybaris. It's a very versatile weapon. So I think it's kind of a good weapon to get Rivens for because it can almost completely change the characteristics and the functionality of the weapon. Like, for example, if I were to get a really high status chance and slash Riven, I could even use this gun against the infested. Alright, next we've got a Pandeiro Riven. This thing has plus 205% damage and plus 51% magazine capacity. This is actually a really interesting combination of things to have. The 200% damage, yes please. And the increased magazine capacity I normally wouldn't care about, but that's actually far more effective on this weapon than most because the alt fire, well, first of all, the primary fire is just semi-auto, but there is a gap in between how frequently you can shoot. You can't just shoot it as fast as you can pull the trigger. But its alt fire is that it immediately depletes the entire magazine at a rapid rate. Obviously, it has shit accuracy. You can't aim, or you can't zoom in, I should say, while doing it, and the spread is pretty terrible. But what's awesome is because it's based on you depleting your entire magazine, having a larger magazine capacity actually increases the damage output of this attack. Because I shoot a couple extra bullets at the end of the burst. Oh shit, I think these guys are still level 135. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how effective this is going to be. I got like no status effects on this thing. It's like all crits, and mostly slash based too. Yeah, obviously not the best weapon against armored targets, but I already knew that. Hang on, let's spawn some infested or something. Wait, is that a Corpus? Oh shit, he'll do. Oh, well, yeah, pretty much everything. Just choose them up, though. Alright, so I spawned a bunch of level 135 chargers, just so you can see how this thing actually does against flesh-based enemies with no armor. And yeah, it is really cool. So obviously this thing doesn't chew through level 135 armored enemies very easily, but I still have a really fun time using it. Anything up to level 80 or so, it's gonna do just fine. I mean, just the pure crits and the rate of fire alone make it very viable. And last but not least, I am finally gonna round this video off with another melee Riven. I don't get melee Rivens too often, so forgive me for not demonstrating very many of them. But this one was kind of neat. It is a Sybaris Riven, and it has 104% extra finisher damage, 41% extra damage to Grenier, and 136% melee damage. Really, really cool, actually. Increased finisher damage is nice if you put blast damage on this weapon, because you're pretty much always going to knock people down. This is a very status-heavy weapon. It's got full Riven disposition, just making it completely devastating with Riven stats. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Increased melee damage, increased damage to Grenier. I really can't bitch about that. So I do have corrosive on this, and that is because, damn, I obviously need to polarize this, but essentially what I was going to, you know what, fuck it, we'll do it for the sake of this video. That'll decrease my status chance a little bit, but hey, I don't really care. We'll pop Volcanic Edge on this bat. Oh my god, I still can't fit it. Okay, we gonna have to take off the attack speed. Oh god, what a terrible build this has become. But essentially this blast damage should knock the Grenier down and should allow me to deal a shitload of more damage than I normally would. Plus, this weapon just looks fucking sweet. It has definitely been overlooked in my arsenal for a very long time, so I really, man, that looks really cool though. Would really like to see this thing pay off. Hey, y'all can call me fucking crazy, but to hell with it. I'm gonna do it against a level 135 Bombard, even though, I don't think it's going to do too well. Let me do a charge attack at least, because I'm pretty sure that increases the status chance. So here we've procced a couple corrosive procs. Can we get a blast? Yes, there we go. And that really didn't do pretty much shit. Come on with that finisher damage. It's not doing, like, anything. Oh, man, that is disappointing. Okay, so this thing's still gonna holy shit! Well, that'll do it. So long, sucker! But, yeah. It's a great Riven, but I don't know if it's actually gonna make me want to use this. Very, very cool. There's potential in it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to spend a shit ton of time polarizing this thing, and even then, with only, what, how many mod slots is it missing? 3? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. Not sure if I can actually make that one viable. It's cool, though, at the very least. Very cool. But anyways, you guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any recommendations or things you'd like me to cover, drop a comment down below. And as always, I hope you all have a kick-ass day. This weapon is doing a shit job. This is huge. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace!